What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to another Black Desert Online video for console. In today's video, we're going to be going over last night's patch notes. We're going to be talking about everything that's new in-game this week with the new update, all of the new content, and the new events that are in the game right now. This is the second time around filming this video. I've been having issues with my audio all week. I think I've got it sorted now. We're going to find out at the end when I go to edit this video, but hopefully everything is all good. But guys, a lot of things to cover this week. It's probably going to be split into two videos and be covering the content and then the events and the Pearl Shop updates in a second video, just because there's so much to get through. There's like 5-6 pages of content to get through, and then like another 5 pages of events. So I'm gonna try and get through this as fast as possible. You guys always know that I try to get through this as fast as possible, but hopefully it's not too long. So I'm not going to keep you guys waiting anymore. Don't forget to like the video, subscribe to the channel. Every interaction you guys do, every comment, like, subscribe, it all helps the channel grow, get these videos out to more Black Desert console users and people who want to see this kind of content. So I appreciate all of you guys for your support. Keep hitting those buttons and let's get into the video. Alright guys, so we all just saw that video. Doom horse is in. The last of the 3 dream horses is in. This is probably one of the more anticipated horses to come. This is the flaming stallion, the one that everybody wants, the war horse. You guys, whatever names you've got for it, let me know in the comments below. But guys, yeah, Doom horse is in. We're not going to go into all the details about how you can go and do it, right? We've covered that in so many videos. Basically, the things that you need to know is Doom horse has 2-seater. It's the only dream horse that has 2-seater. You can ride around with 2 people on. Same as a tier 8 Corsa horse, you can ride around with two people on. You can't do that with the Pegasus, and as far as I'm aware, you can't do it with the Dine either. So don't forget, when you guys are trying to get your Doom horse, you've got different dream horse procs. You've got the skill, which is for the Pegasus one, the elegance is for Dine, and then the strength is the ones that you guys are going to need for your Doom horse. That's the pure forest breath and the deep blue hoof root. Make sure that you guys prioritize these items in the category when you're doing your dream horse attempts. The more that you have of this particular item, the more chance you have of getting a Doom horse if you succeed, which I am unfortunate enough to not even get one yet. 0 of 37 attempts, guys. Hopefully we're going to get it soon. Make sure you guys are following me on Twitch so you can see every time I'm doing a dream horse attempt. Alright, so that's it. That's all that I need to cover about Doom horse. Moving on to the next one, guys. Alright guys, so the blue main Lion's Manor is in the game. This is the first, the next thing that we're going to get to. Now I'm not going to read this talking here, right? It's kind of just whatever. Doesn't matter. But basically, guys, the manors are in. It's essentially another residence that you can get, except instead of a tiny little shitty house, it's a mansion. And you can decorate it, right? All of the interior, you can decorate all of this exterior in this courtyard here. You can decorate depending on how creative you want to be. For those people who are really creative and like to do this sort of decorating stuff, you guys are going to enjoy this. So basically the way that it works, guys, is there is a pre-requirement. You need to have completed the Looking for Adventurers quest or the Boss Witch of Horrors quest. Once you've done that, you can talk to the Black Spirit and you can get this quest here, Crucio Demigat Summon. You're just going to follow that. It's a bunch of talking, running backwards and forwards, kind of boring, but it's super easy. Yeah, that's it. Once you've done that, that's going to bring you to the front of the mansion, where you can then go up and you can visit other people's mansion, or you can purchase it for yourself. So to purchase it, it's going to cost you 5 contribution points and a daily rental fee of 1 million silver, which gets discounted depending on the number of days that your contract goes for. Now, it's going to look like this, right? So you've got your contract here. So you've got the number of days, and then you can see instead of 30 million silver, it's 28.5 million silvers, because you get a discount after 30 days. So if we take a look at, this is just some facts. We don't really need to go through that, but in here, in the patch notes, it explains it a little bit more. Coming down, scrolling down to the contract, right, you can see the number of days where the contract is. 29 days or less, there's no discount. 30 days to 89 days, you get a 5% discount. Up to 365 days, you get a 20% discount. So it's pretty good. I like that. You know, it doesn't cost you really too much, and don't worry about paying 1 million silver a day. Like, okay, 1 million silver is nothing, right? It's pocket change. But you also get that from your fame every day. So the game actually pays you what it costs to rent that every day anyway. So don't even stress about it. Let's just read this dev notes really quickly. Previously announced as mansion content, the manor has been added. As it is the first manor we've ever introduced, we've purposely placed it along the eastern border in Heidel and Serendia, thus making it easy for many to walk by and appreciate. We've developed the Blue Main Lines manor with a huge emphasis on expanding the content of decorating one's residence. Therefore, we allocated a good chunk of the content to be available outside of the manor, thus allowing you greater freedom to decorate all areas of your manor. Also, we deemed it only fitting to add a section for all things terrace related, which you can decorate as well. We've added a diverse selection of manor exclusive furniture for you to choose from, various items such as grass and flowers to liven up your own garden, different lighting to accentuate your manor's majesty at night, along with a wide assortment of trees. We also added this so-called effect objects, which is like fireflies and shit like that, to offer more meticulous ways to decorate your manor. With the aforementioned increased focus on outdoor decorations, we are planning to release additional furniture and objects of various concepts. You'll also be able to host a concert in your garden, open a mock-up dueling circle, and even expand your fields into farms. Lastly, while we originally planned on granting the rights to rent the manor to only a select group of adventurers, we decided to remove that restriction to make this content available to all. I'm really glad that they did that, because let's be real, right? The manor it's cool, but it's like wank, right? It definitely it's got this like wank factor to it, right? Where it's kind of like, yeah, it's kind of, whatever, right? But, so you've got like X amount of wank factor, and then if you were to like make this available to only like select people, select players, you take that wank factor and you increase it all the way up here. And I'm really glad that they didn't do that, because I think it's, certain things need to be enjoyed by everybody, and making it like restricted to certain players is just not necessary. So I'm really happy they did that. You'll still require your initial investment of 5 contribution points along with your daily tax that you pay to Serendia. The fee may be a bit taxing on your character. We plan to continue to update and release new content for the manor, so we ask for your interest and participation. So this is the manor. This is what it looks like when you get into the game. There's nothing here, and you can just decorate the courtyard as you kind of please. So that's it right there. Taking a look at the contracts, we already know this. Now, you can cancel your contract early if you guys want to. Upon cancelling, you will be refunded all of the money that you paid for in the contract, except there is a surcharge. So depending on the number of days, if you've got a 365-day contract, there's a 35% surcharge. If you want to cancel that, that's fine. Now, one thing that I like as well is the items that you get are quite accessible. Okay, there's different requirements to get everything. So let's say it says right here they've added manor exclusive furniture, vegetation, and objects. You can purchase these pieces of furniture through various means and or crafting recipes with varying difficulty. They may take a bit more time and effort compared to normal residence furniture, but once you've obtained them all, they will definitely add to your enjoyment of spending each day in your manor. So one of the things, guys, that I like is, like I said, this can all be crafted or obtained in different ways. So for example, this Dreaming Gold Mermaid Fountain, this fountain can only be owned by outstanding treasure hunters of the seas. Okay, so they've got requirements. Some of them are like knowledge ones, like this one here says only people that have a deep understanding of Serendia can get it. That's cool. This one here I think is an alchemy one, so if you've got high alchemy, then you can go ahead and you can get this one. And all of them have different requirements, guys, so it's kind of cool. It gives people a challenge, gives people extra shit to do. If they want to get this gazebo here, they can go. It says right here, it says after completed the quest that can be accepted from Scabiosa, the work supervisor of Camasilvia, take peridot petals to Scabiosa to obtain the design. Once you have the design, you can craft it in a level 5 furniture workshop. So there's different shit that you can do. One thing, guys, once you finish that quest line that takes you to the manor, I'll show you this really quickly, is if I just hide this right here. So basically, once you finish the quest line, it brings you here. Like I said, you can hit visit, or you can come and you can purchase. You can do it like that. This dude right here, Badane, he actually has, if you come and chat to him, he has all of this that says like how you can obtain certain items, right? So you don't have to like keep an eye on the patch notes or whatever, you can just come here and he tells you like what you need to do to get everything, which I think is really cool. Okay, so that's something for you guys just to keep in mind. Now, all right, so that's pretty much all of that. The same deal, you've got all of these objects right here. You've got some lights that you can get from the fairies in the Kamasilv temple, which is pretty interesting. You've got these chairs and stuff like this, all different ones that you can get all these different items. Now, it's not just all about knowledge and stuff like that as well. There is certain ones that you can, it says here that some objects will also be available from Odalita once that gets released. This is just some pictures here of the manor, you know, so you can kind of see what it looks like or what it could look like potentially. On the map, you're going to see this kind of manor icon, so you know where it is in Heidel. And then there's also items that you can purchase for silver. So it's pretty, you know, there is some items that you can get very easily just by purchasing them. So you can get all these ones, these, you know, different designs and things like that, all for just a silver cost, which is pretty nice. There is some tables and chairs and stuff that you can get for a silver cost, like a cabinet, some trees and stuff. You know, these cost silver, and it's not really like too much variety, but I'm sure if you guys are creative, you can come up with some pretty good designs and stuff like that with just the ones that you can buy with silver. So that's it. That covers the manor. I'm not really going to go into too much more about that. So coming into the patch notes, guys, we're going to try and get through this as quick as possible. Conquest War Pre-season is out. So the Conquest War Pre-season has begun. The War for Balanos and Serendia have been disabled during this period. After reorganization, they'll be revamped in a different way. Hence, during this period, Conquest Wars will only be available in Calpheon and Media. As the information regarding Conquest Wars will be reset with this change, there will be less tax obtained before Conquest Wars on November 13th. Successfully conquering Media and Calpheon Conquest Wars will give all guild members a handsome reward on top of the usual tax income. Liberated territories are no more, as new point system has been introduced to settle matters in the case of 2 guilds remaining at the end of the Conquest War. So, guys, basically with this, like, I'm not going to go into this in too much detail. The reason is that, like, I don't really know anything about Node Wars or Conquest Wars, and I try to only put out content about things that I know about. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to read the dev notes. There is a lot of information here about the Node Conquest War changes, the rewards that you get for, like, if you're coming first or whatever, you get a lot of silver. But, you know, it's nothing that I'm really too familiar with. And so I just feel like it's not really worth my time going over. It just doesn't really interest me. So what I'll do is just to keep this as short as possible, I'm going to read these dev notes. As always, I'll link these pages in the description below. So if you guys do Node and Conquest Wars, you're welcome to come and check this out and get all of like the details and stuff for yourself. But these dev notes pretty much just cover everything in a nutshell. So it says, due to the changes of certain Conquest War rules, we'll be holding the Conquest Wars pre-season from November 11th maintenance, which is today, until December 29th. During this pre-season, we'll continuously be monitoring all Conquest Wars, keeping an eye out for all the feedback from our adventurers, and we hope to make Conquest Wars a true battlefield for glory and honor. As the start of the Conquest Wars pre-season, all territory information will be reset, as well as when the pre-season ends on December 29th. So we ask for your participation and feedback. Certain Conquest War rules will be changed. First off, in the spirit of providing the challenge for participating guilds and guild members, we've greatly boosted the rewards. Besides the potential tax benefits, a rather substantially sized reward awaits those who emerge victorious in battle. Even guilds who fought their hardest and faced defeat will still earn a special reward, as well as one for guilds who liberate a territory. In addition, we are planning to release the territorial decree system, where guilds who have won a conquest war could enact policies over an occupied territory, which has been tested on the Global Labs servers since April. However, along with improved rewards, we've added AP/DP limits to the Media Conquest Wars to offer more adventurers a chance to participate. We've made sure to not set these limits too low, and they'll be adjusted depending on the overall growth of our adventurers over time. While the current type of limits are already fixed, we are also considering a variety of settings, such as those that factor in class characteristics to administer selective limits like lower AP, damage reduction, higher evasion, etc. So that's pretty much it. That's all of this in a nutshell, guys. Now there is obviously there's changes and stuff for like different things related to that. We're not going to go over all of that. It's just going to drag the video out too long. Like I said, if you guys do a lot of Node and Conquest Wars, this is stuff that you probably want to come read yourself and check this out. One thing that I will point out as well is that they've added this like spirit of battle kind of thing. So when this blessing of battle guild perk is activated, a visual effect will engulf your character announcing its activation. This effect is only visible to the person under the effect. The effect will be displayed once the blessing of battle skill is used and the buff is applied. So it says the spirit of battle system was added in hopes of guilds that are relatively weak at combat skills being able to use this strategically in a relatively equal environment where they have a better chance at fighting back. The battle gauge is basically built to accumulate when dying during battle. On the other hand, if you keep attacking an opponent or there are many survivors in the guild, the gauge will keep decreasing. So it's basically, guys, it's just something just to kind of like balance the field a little bit. Gives you a bit of a boost if you guys are losing, and if you start winning, it'll like decrease a little bit. So it kind of just balances things out a little bit for you guys. Moving down. Now, they have added these outfits. We talked about this in previous videos. They were adding these unified outfits. So we've added the Conquest War exclusive outfit. This outfit with its shiny plate armor and flattering cape will enhance the feeling of you becoming a part of a group together with your guild members during Conquest Wars. Additionally, it helps to differentiate your members from other guilds. The color of the cape will be assigned automatically depending on the number of guilds that participate in the Conquest War. Now you'll be able to present a more united front with your fellow guild members with this guild outfit. Additionally, we've added effects that you had with other outfits to the Sun Resolve to maintain those same buffs. So, you know, the jump height, the gear durability consumption minus 10%, and the speed increase, that's all going to be applied to these outfits as well. So you guys aren't going to miss out on any of that. Basically, these were introduced, well, what the way that they said it is these was introduced to help with the performance. So instead of the game like rendering you know, all these different outfits, everyone's going to have the same outfit, which is supposed to help the performance of the game. But yeah, I don't know. Let me know what you guys think about the outfits in the comments below. I'm curious to hear. All right, so now that we've got through all of that, let's continue on. We don't need to go over the Doom stuff. We already know all about that. Season Plus graduation gift is in the game. Finally, you guys can get your season graduation reward. Even though it's not a graduation reward, you don't actually need to graduate from seasons to get this. Don't ask me why that's a thing. You should have to graduate to get this reward, but apparently you don't. So go ahead and get that. Basically, what you want to do is you want to go and talk to Fugar. You want to do this quest here, which is called Dreaming Beyond the Sunset. And I don't know, mine just auto-completed. Maybe it was because I already did it in previous season, but mine just auto-completed. And then you get to get a bunch of stuff. You're going to get one of this seasonal gift exchange coupons. You're going to get 50 cronstones and some juices. Now, what you do with the exchange coupon is that's going to allow you to get one of these rewards here. You can exchange it for a different thing. When I exchanged it this morning, the 100 stack wasn't there. So I don't know, maybe I don't know. Maybe that's a thing or not. I don't know. But apparently you can get 100 stack. You can get your pen Kaposha belt, the Perilla Star. Now the way this works, guys, same as season 1. You know, you can choose one item from Group B, one item from Group C, one item from Group D. This is one item per season. So if you can get one item this season, then one item the next season. Just be aware, guys, when you're choosing an item from Group A, you can only get the earring or the ring. You cannot get both. So choose wisely because you cannot exchange it once you've chosen. Okay, so you get the earring or the ring from Group A, and then next season or whatever, you can choose Group B or Group C or Group D, and you so on. You get the idea. Okay, moving on. Content changes. Valmakia, the fight with Urakos has been improved so that the effects are visible even with character optimization turned on and other effects turned off during the color orb section. Changes to the time zones for North America. The Node, Conquest War, Tax Wagons, World Bosses have been changed back to their original times. Now, guys, in the game, when you do, for those of you who do life skills, I don't think I mentioned this in a video, but this was something that was released a few weeks back on Global Labs, and I was really excited about it. Basically, when you guys are handing in Imperial boxes, right, you've got your daily limit, which is 50% of your max contribution points. So that's you're restricted by that. On top of that, there was a server limit for all players. So, you know, for example, Guru boxes was something like 400 boxes for that one server, and all players had to share that server limit. That server limit has been gone. It is gone. It's been removed. Okay. So there's no more server limit. You're still restricted by your 50% of your contribution points, but the server limit is gone. You're not restricted by that. Feel free to hand in your boxes or your fish or whatever, any kind of Imperial delivery that you want to do. You guys can do that now with no restrictions for servers. Enjoy. You're welcome. Okay, Node Conquest War changes, optimization related to character movements have been carried out for Node Conquest Wars. Doesn't really say what kinds of optimizations, but there you go. Assassin changed skill effects for the following skills to appear, even if the settings have options to remove others' effects activated for those skills. Same with the Shai. The challenge changed the effect left on the ground when the skill is used to match the skill effect. Okay, nothing exciting. Tents, guys. You know when you guys are putting out your tents and the ground has to be perfectly flat? Now they've loosened that a little bit, right? So you can put the tent on the ground on a surface that's not entirely flat. It can't be like a big steep hill or something like this, or it can't be like an uneven ground. You know, you can't place it on a rock or something like that. But they've laxed it a little bit on where you can place tents, which is really nice, little quality of life thing. They added the Manos riding crop to the description of the Sunset Maple Leaf exchange items. That wasn't in there. If you guys want to know what you should exchange your Sunset Maple Leafs for, I did a video on it. I will put that up there for you guys so you can check that out. And let's see, the other thing is just like description changes, you know, different things like that. Nothing really too exciting. Text changes. Outfit separations, UI changes, guys. Let's get into this. Shortcut has been added to the right side of the start window to give easier access to the progression path. So when you open up your menu, this is going to show on the side right there. Cool beans. The automatically use sprint function has been changed from LTX to R3. The function for R3 remains the same in a way it will put your weapons when your horse is not auto-pathing. And the automatically used sprint indicator will not display unless your horse is auto-pathing. So there you go, guys. Black Spirit's Adventure has been modified to open faster than before. I tested this out. It is so much faster. So much faster. But the time that it takes you to like roll your rewards is still really slow, and that needs to change. All right, sorry guys. Okay, guys, so that's it. This next part of patch notes is going to be, just Node Conquest Wars. We've done all that. We've done the one about the, okay, that's it. All right. We're already this video is dragging on a little bit, so we're going to end this right here. We're going to get into part 2, which is the events and the Pearl Shop updates. So make sure you guys check that out because there's some events in there that you definitely want to see. So that's it. Thanks for watching. You guys know what's up. Hit the like button, subscribe to the channel. Let me know in the comments below what you think about the content for this week's update content. Doom Horse, Mansions, No Conquest Wars, that's the main things. And anything else I said that you guys are interested about, let me know in the comments below. I'll catch you in the next video. Because let's be real, right? The manor it's cool, but it's like wank, right? It definitely it's got this like wank factor to it, right? So you've got like X amount of wank factor. And then if you were to make this available to only select players, you take that wank factor and you increase it all the way up here.